In this video, I'm rolling with Powerlifter Mark again, round 2. I've already felt a little bit of his game, and now we're ready to see how much he's improved since the last roll. I will include that in the description. So we're doing some wrist fighting, some pre-rolling banter. He likes to step in with that front leg, and it gives me the De La Riva. I could take X guard from there. Now I'm playing knee shield with double wrist control. That's the problem. You see this position a lot, where I'm on the bottom of a half guard, and I'm able to control one wrist with both hands. It just creates that perfect situation. And for the most part, 99% of people, my two arms are stronger than their one arm. My two chicken spaghetti arms are stronger than their one arm. So now we reset the position. Again, he's stepping in with that front leg. I was able to catch him with the tripod sweep. Very slowly, very incrementally, non-explosively. And I was looking to force my knee up the middle, but he defended properly. Now he's playing butterfly guard. Again, he only has about a year of experience. So his butterfly guard has a lot of holes in it. Now he's trying to pull me into it, but really what he should be doing is arm dragging. Arm dragging is best from that position. Then you could switch your control to the head. So here he's playing knee shield. I'm wrist fighting, but not with a real purpose. I'm kind of almost just catching my breath before the pass. See, now he has double wrist control there. Even somebody with no experience, when they get into this position, they're going to do double wrist control. Or he should be. So now he's defending, and I was able to peel that hook off and start to pass. We reset because I went off the mat. Now I'm climbing. There you see I'm peeling that foot again. He was able to spin and re-guard. I'm just experimenting. I try to pass the guard with as little effort as possible. I try to do everything with as little effort as possible. Usually if you see me using a lot of effort, the guy is more skilled than me. If he's less skilled, I try to do everything with the bare minimum effort, because I feel like that develops the technique. If I explode into everything, the technique will remain hidden. There's George and Lawrence in the background. You've seen them in my other videos. I'm going to start making videos on different guys in the gym and narrating their roles. So here we stood up, we reset, we're doing some good wrist fighting. I got my legs in the swami. Now he stepped back into De La Riva. So you keep seeing these positions over and over, mainly because of the way he's starting. He's giving me that ankle, and I have so much game off that position that if my partner can stop me from getting there, it'll make his life a lot easier. There I have one foot on the hip. I made space, came up. As you could see, I'm not breathing with my mouth open. 4.5 minutes into a round. And I'm no cardio machine either. Believe me. I'm the opposite. Oh, you see this sweep a lot. I'm not sure the name. If anybody knows the name, please leave it in the comments. So here I'm pinning down his bottom foot and trying to pass instead of pinning his top foot. I used it to roll him over, and now I'm in the Kimura position. He's so strong. And he did the right thing. He turned that arm towards the mat, that elbow to the mat, and then I let go of it and I went into the 1,000-pound position. But even here, I'm not really putting a ton of pressure on him. He's not wincing. I could be. But I like to contain with no pressure. That way, when he goes to escape, I contain in a way that for him to escape, he's going to have to leave himself vulnerable. So I think the round just ended. I always do double rounds now. I do 8-minute rounds. So he's trying to get up. What he should be doing here is putting his hands together and framing them under my chin while he pendulum his legs. The way he was doing that, sweeping his legs back and forth, he needs to put his hands under my chin. His hands are in an inefficient location. It's not that he could never get me off, but he'll use a lot more strength and explosiveness to get me off, and that will lead to more mistakes on his part. So there he's doing a good job. He almost got out. If you see, my right arm is next to his hip. That's going to prevent his legs from coming back in. His hands are in an A-frame, but again, they should be under my chin. They're not serving him well up there. He's never going to really push my hip off, but he could push me under the chin. See, he tried to push my hip off. I was just able to switch my base and maintain. Now it's even worse because I have him in a howdy choke position. Someone called it the Terminator. I like that name. I've seen howdy choke a few times. So I'm probably going to stick with that, even though the name is a little annoying. I don't know where these names come from. Howdy Doody. Everybody's too young for that. So now I hooked his leg, and I have him in more of a traditional like wrestling pin. I let it go because I want him to move. See right here, I want him to come out. If he framed under my face properly, he would. And then I would look for an armbar or a Americana, Kimura, things of that nature. But the pendulum of his legs back and forth is a good thing. He just has to gain momentum each swing. Like he's only doing 1 or 2 swings. You could do 3 or 4 swings. By the 3rd or 4th swing, you'll have so much momentum that I won't be able to hold you. Again, arms framed him in a defensive position, but see how his elbows are away from his knees and up in the air? That makes his arms very weak. So for someone who's super strong, the muscles that he's using now are smaller than the muscles and weight that I'm using to hold him. So there he's trying with his legs again.
More violently.
And there I explained to him, I said, just do it a little bit more with a little bit more power. So you're gaining power each time you swing your legs back and forth. And then here I'm giving him a little pointer to not step in with that front leg all the time. I remember, I think Keenan Cornelius had a video like that where he was saying, don't put your front leg there. You're giving somebody all the guards. You want to stay away, throw the legs to the side, and pass. Instead of just stepping in. There you could wrestle up. He could do the shin to shin. He could do X guard. You name it. Now he was asking me about the knee cut. And I said if I'm able to turn his knee, I'm able to drop my knee to the mat easily, more easily on that side. This side he can fend me off with both his hands. But anyway, thank you for watching, and please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.
Amazing.
I appreciate you all. Thank you.
I guarantee you, and especially because you don't